Steve Mignani here for Asseter Auctioneer's Great Texas Mopar Horde Event Sale. This is item E, a 1963 Dodge 880 two-door convertible. Now, this car was in an accident at some point a long time ago. We can see here the front frame, subframe, has been crumpled, the front clip removed, but it still has the original 383 two-barrel engine backed up by the mighty all-aluminum Chrysler 727 torque flight automatic transmission. No air conditioning. This is a heater equipped, AC, there it is, of course, air conditioned car, power steering, power brakes, and let's take a peek inside. Now keep in mind, this is Texas, and even cars like convertibles generally fare a lot better here in terms of rust than vehicles from other parts of the world. So the doors look very nice. That's not bubbling, that's surface paint staining, but the magnet wants to stick all the way down the side, which is wonderful. The rocker panel is also quite nice. It's solid down here. That's discoloration. Here's a small hole, but again, that's about 5 years away from really blossoming. That's solid metal. There's no putty on this one. No efforts to hide the corrosion. That's great. It's an honest car. Rear quarter panel here looks very good. This here is not paper thin. That's solid metal, and those are actually paint chips right there, but again, the magnet sticks like crazy. It has the original two-piece nut type axle, which is okay. It's original stuff. Lower quarter panels in the back, which are classic trouble spots on pretty much any Mopar. We see bubbling, but that's a long way away from coming through, and again, the magnet sticks. So that's first generation rust, as it were, not putty, somebody's effort to cover it over, so that's a good thing. Rear of the car, a little bit banged in, the bumper's distorted, but certainly very much fixable. The trunk can't open, but we can find out how the trunk is in just a moment by going underneath. But in the meantime, the driver's side quarter panel is very nice, and again, this is an original paint car. The same kind of bubbling down here, but again, the magnet sticks to it, so we know that nobody's been in here trying to fix it up with Bondo. The wheel lip is in fantastic condition. Nice metal all the way around. Again, the two-piece axle. Quarter panel looks really nice. But you know, there's two sides to every car, the top and the bottom. So let us look underneath to see how rust-free it really is. We got our man Mike running the lift. We'll bring this baby up high and see what the reality is underneath this one. Okay. Yeah, looking pretty good. Okay, now we get a chance to look underneath, of course. 1963 is going to be semi-unitized construction, but it's beautiful to see here. The quarter panels, nice. These tabs here, that's what you want to see. That's factory stuff. Underneath the back, a little bit of seam rust on the trunk floor, but again, this would be paper thin, falling apart anywhere else in the world. On this side, the trunk extension is also wonderful, very much solid. Leaf springs, of course, Chrysler 8 3/4 rear axle, and present and accounted for. Let's go to the floor pan underneath, and this is what you want to see. Solid, rust-free stuff. Over on this side too, solid. What that stuff is, that's tar. That's the undercoating that the Chrysler factory put on this car. Going to the front, of course, this is a C-body, so it's what we call semi-unitized. This whole front subframe bolts on, and that's the good news, because you can unbolt this, find one from another Chrysler, not that hard to do, without the frame damage, and get this car back on the road. So that's the story of item E, a 1963 Dodge 880 series full-sized convertible. Fantastic project car waiting to happen. Bid strong.